Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. It is construction day. It is the last part of the Tulip Pink butterfly quilt. But before we get to that, just some other things that are going on, and then we'll wrap up with the butterfly. How's that sound? Okay, we'll look at some other things first. So look, the beautiful quilt. I think it was called Beautiful Morning, Beautiful Day. I forget the name now of the kit when we did the kit. Here it is. Here's the quilt. And it has the binding. I did the green binding, and I'm super happy with that. Super happy with the green binding. And then here's birds. It's all with my birdsong fabric. And then here's the backing from birdsong. And there's still, I don't know, maybe like 10 kits of the full size of this. So you want to be sure you grab that. You could do this smaller size from the kit. You just would need to get border, because if you're doing less blocks, you'll have extra fabric. But I'm going to go put this in the hall, and we'll go take a look at what it looks like. I'm going to put it at the end of my staircase. Before I hang this up, I am going to give it a really good press because it is a wall hanging, and I just want to have it nice and flat. With the heavier quilting on this, it is really flat and straight. So I have got my Aliso iron, I've got the steam, and then what I'm going to do is just go over the whole surface of it. Just go through the whole thing. Of course, it was folded for a little bit because, I didn't get the binding on it for a while. It's like, yep. But what I'm going to do is just go ahead and do all this, and then I'll go hang it up and show you in its spot in the hall at the end of my staircase. So we'll just go down past the wall of quilts and over to the hall. It's just not much of a hall. It's a stairway upstairs. Oh, that looks so good. So now I can enjoy it every time I go up and down the stairs. Wonderful. So excited to have it up there. So some other things going on that I'm trying to get organized. I thought I'd just show you what I'm doing because, hey, maybe you're in the same boat as me and you're kind of working through a couple of these projects trying to get them organized. So first I had cut up a few of these rail fence blocks that I showed you. And I'm just going to go ahead and sew all of these, the rest of them, as I make other things. I'll just sew them up. So then I will have a little group of them. I don't know, maybe I'll keep them and do more and do something with that rail fence pattern in a little while. But I thought I'm not just going to go and put these in the scraps or anything like that. I'll just sew them up and I'll just have the blocks ready. So that is one project. Okay, the other thing is the picnic quilt, the summer picnic quilt in here. Where's the photo of it? Here it is. So I want to cut up the next block. So I'm going to show you the fabrics for that. I also made what is that? Oh, that's stuck in there. I'm like, why isn't that coming out? I also made a command decision just now that I'm going to go back to my original plan of doing 3x4 rather than 4x4 because that's just going to work better for my life. Four less blocks. Hey, it doesn't sound like much, but these take a minute to do. These blocks take a little bit of a minute to do. So I am going to do a 3x4, which means it'll be a little bit narrower. But I am going to maybe put a little bit wider border on it. So we'll see. I have the border fabric. So I pulled out fabrics to work on this, and I'll show you the groupings. So there's a background, whoops, it's upside down. So my background, the thing is, I'm not sure, in order to do a basket unit, and that's just this. There's the 4 baskets and the plus. No, wait, let me just go get the basket for you. So I've got two units made, and they're 2 different style baskets. So I want to keep with the idea that the background is the same. They're different from block to block, but they're same within the block. They're all the same. The reds are all the same within the block. Blues all the same within the block. Pinks all the same within the block. So I want to keep with that concept. But I pulled out fabrics to kind of use them up, and I am not sure. I'm not sure I can get it all out of here. So that is the interesting thing. The other 2 that I picked have more. Yeah, this one's more. See, it's wider. It's a full fat quarter. So that's a full fat quarter, which is fine. But this one is, there's not that much used, so I'm thinking I will be okay. What does this go with? I just pulled this from something. Okay, so I am I'm having a little bit of like but I'm going to do it. So here is the blue and the red and the pink to go with this one, and then I have blue, red, pink with this background, and I didn't pull a red, but I have the white, the pink, and the blue, and I have to pull another red. So I have to pull another red. Where I didn't pull one. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So I want to get all of these done. So there'll be 3 blocks. I'm doing the third block in here, which is this one. That one right there. That's the third block. And I am going to do 3 of them and cut them all. So there you go. So that is the process to get, because in this I can sew while I'm doing other things. And I think for this one I'm going to bunch up, like I'll do all the half square triangle parts, and then do the sewing to the basket part. You know, I'm going to group them, but the fabrics are different enough. I won't, you know, mess up, you know, getting them out of order, but I will keep them on the design board sort of in groups. So I have all 3 of them in here and work on them kind of at the same time, doing parts of them until the whole block is assembled. So that will be, and then there's 2 other style blocks. So I'll have all 5 styles of the block, the baskets, and then just 4 less than the pattern calls for, which will be totally fine. Because I think it'll still be plenty, it'll give me plenty, and then that's enough for me. Okay, so I want to show you some goodies. So let's take a look at that. I got the whole side finished for the flea market flowers. This is the flea market flowers, and now I have 2 whole sections done. Just the third section that has that blue flower, the big blue flower, that's the one that'll be over here. And so I'm going to put this away though. I'm going to put this away for a little bit and switch over to the Red, White, and June challenge. And I decided I would just go ahead and do one of the tiny ornaments first, because that will, that will just kickstart for me. So I could do one. I'm going to put it on that cute little pie tin. I have, Fat Quarter Shop sent me the ornament packet of floss, and so I am and the same cloth. And sort of this, what's it called, pebble, this sort of darker cloth. Now the interesting part here is, like, I'm going to do the pie. Either the pie, yeah, I'm going to do the pie. I'm going to do the pie. And so there's a lot of color that comes just from the background stitching, which is kind of cute. I also like the popsicle in the red, white, and blue. So I have that, and I did get over here and put the project bag. So the top of my rolling case here, this rolling case, you can see this one has the project bags for the cross stitch. So I will work on that, and then I will go do, after I finish that little one, then I will pick one from the Summer Memories for the Red, White, and June, and I will do that one next. Cool. So I have some other stuff to show you. Then we'll look at the butterfly quilt. I want to show you something else I picked up. I saw this and had to have it. It's by Modern Hoopla, and it is to take a round hoop and put it in this, just set it in this little stand for display, so that you can take your cross stitch and display it. So this is the stand. And there is a feature that you need to know, because the slot on the side with the words is more narrow, and when you flip it over, it is wider. You can see it's actually angled. It's angled in there, the cut. And so this is the side I'm using, not the side with the emblem. The logo goes on the bottom of your table. So you put the logo down. And here we go. So I have got different size hoops that work. They tell you what sizes will work for you. You just take it and you just set the hoop in there like that, and you can set the bigger one too. So you just set it, and then you can put your cross stitch in here. You could actually put a piece of fabric or a quilt block or something like that, an embroidery you did. It is just the coolest thing. These are the same people, the same people that make these. which I think are really cool. Now, if you have the regular floss holders, they fit in there. Also, you know, that's what it's made for. But these floss biddies that the Fat Quarter Shop does, they fit just fine as well. They're a little bit angled because they have a flared bottom on them. You know, it looks like a spool, but they work so well. So anyways, I want to show you that because I thought that was a very cool thing. So my fabric company, Benartex, makes a lot of different styles of fabric, and they have a super cute line that has a darling panel and then some smaller squares. And I just wanted to show you the panel, the squares, and the fabric line because it is so sweet. It is called Spring Hill, designed by Diana Schwartz for Benartex. And here is the panel, and I'll show you then. Whoops. I'll show you there's a free pattern for a little for doing blocks around it. Look how cute this is, Spring Hill Farm with the aqua truck. So darling. I love the tulips and the sheep and the bunny on the top. Everything about it is just so darn cute. Now they have this, the royal they, she also designed this set of blocks. Now you could take these and put them inside of like stars, like the center of stars. You could use them as a border on something. You could do four of them at a time and make a pillow. You could do a set of pillows like that. So it's got the quilt block, you know, like it would be a barn star. It's got the chicken, it's got home. So the words, that's so cute. So the whole fabric line is darling. This is the pattern. This is the pattern that you can download for free. And I'll have a link in the description box below. So you can download that one. And I just thought I would show you the fabrics because, you know, we don't always get to see all the fabrics when we're out and about, do we? So that's my job. I'll show you fabric. Look how cute this is. Look, I just think they are so darling. Let's scroll in. Let's get, there we go. And the chickens with the little design that's behind it. So this design then comes, it shows up again. I think it comes in its own print. And look at that, the swirl. I like this green, the shade of green. Well, that's like quilt blocks, so right? And here's this one, looks like tiles. Looks like very vintagey, you know, that's kind of like a real good vintage vibe. So here is this print, which I think is so cool. Actually, that print is so cool that I loved it, and I had Benartex send me some yardage of it in blue and the gray, because these are super great for backgrounds, just perfect. You know, this is something you're always going to be able to use. So I got some of those. Okay, so then you go into the gray has, look at this. It's got like the text on it behind with the chicken wire behind it. More chickens now. So some of them, of course, in every fabric line, there is a repeat. We'll go to red, 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 everything red. Yes. Here we go, red. So, you know, they have the same line, same print rather, every fabric line in multiple colors. So, and they won't always be in every color. You know, so like that text print is only in 2 colors. There's yellow. I love this yellow. Doesn't that look like your grandma's kitchen? So warm and cozy. See, here's that print on yellow. And look, sunflowers. So now we didn't really, I'm not sure we even saw that sunflower print yet. So that is maybe the only piece. No, there's on gray too. So it comes in 2. Yellow. So chicken's on yellow. That is my fave. Total fave. I love it. Here's yellow, and then here's the print I just showed you that I got. And then the sunflowers on the gray. And then here's the other. This is such a great background. This is such a good background that if you are looking for something like that to have, I would get a couple of yards, like 3 yards or so, because a lot of quilts, that's going to be enough for background. I like this in gray too. And then the critters. Might have to put some of these critters in, just like spacers. What do you think? Wouldn't that be great for the critter quilt? That I could just use some of these animal prints for that? Oh, good. I got to remember that idea. Remember that idea. Remember to tell me that. There's a gray and a last gray. The last one there. So darling. All of this is just so darling. So I wanted to show you that because I think it's a super cute line. You can get it at the link below. in the description box. And remember, everything when you use my links, they help support my small family business. Greg and I thank you so much. Whatever is in your order, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be what I showed you or even what you clicked on. Just the entire order, we get credit. We get, it's called like a commission. It's a commission, that's what it is. And so we get a small, very small commission off of that. But every little bit helps, and we appreciate it. Keeps the videos going here. All right, construction time. Let's go over and see what we have to finish up. So here it is, but you know, I think we need to see it outside so that you can see the whole thing without the top and bottom, because it has a big strip that goes on top and bottom. So first, let's go outside. Well, let's go ahead and take this out into the yard. I'm going to go around the corner here and hang it up on the clothesline. So there it is. We have a little bit of a breeze. Can you see that? So there is no top and bottom. That's the last bit of the construction zone that we're in today. But I have the whole butterfly pieced, and then there's the top section. Whoops, top. Top is up here. And bottom section, they're just strips. And they're an aqua fabric with a little bit of design on them. I'll show you when we go back inside. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like out on the clothesline. Isn't that peaceful? Can you hear the birds? Oh, it's so nice out here right now. We're having a gorgeous, gorgeous May. Picture perfect. Teeny bit cool, but it's picture perfect. Okay, so this has been so exciting, and I've loved seeing your butterflies, and I hope for those of you that have always wanted to do this, you might see that it was not that hard. It's just a lot of squares, some half square triangles, and then a few lovely circle blocks, but they really make the quilt. Okay, let me pull back just a bit more. Here we go. Nice. So let's go in and take a look at the last construction part. It is so fun to finally see it up like that, hanging out there. Plus, I was surprised that it didn't hang on the ground. That was so nice. I could actually see it all hanging because the top and bottom's not on yet. So as you can see in the pattern here, there is a wide strip. Whoops, there's a wide strip on the top and there's a wide strip on the bottom. And those are my final construction zone pieces. So here is the fabric, which I love. Okay, it's upside down. You can see the birds. I love those birds. Love them. So that will go top and bottom. So I will cut the long strips and add them. And then whatever's left of this, I will probably do I might do a little narrow border around the outside to make it just a wee bit wider and lock. There's not a lot of, well, I could just do a locking stitch. There's really not a lot of blocks on the outside. There's those two down there, which is, you know, not much, one on either wing. And at the top corner there, see the purple? Those are the only points that go all the way out. So it's really not bad. We'll see, because it is a big quilt. This is a big girl quilt, 88 by 94. So it is 88 wide right now, which is big. A lot of the long armors, it might not fit their machine. So I may not put that on there. I'd have to find out. Then the backing. So all of you who are doing this, this is the backing that Tula picked out for her kit from her wide backs. The great big happy suns with the rainbows. It is so cool. So cool. I love that. And I love these wide backs. So easy, right? You still have to measure a little bit, but you know, you don't have any seam, which is really a nice feature. And so I hope that you pick up a wide back, or maybe you're doing another quilt that this wide back would be great for. So it's already cut to the piece. You can buy it cut just for this size. So you know that's already set. The link that I'm going to give you over to the pattern also has there's still some wide backs, so you could pick one up. Okay, my friend, construction day, and I have a bit of things to work on, which I showed you today. That cutting, I'm going to get those things cut. think I'm going to do actually Friday's video this afternoon while I'm taping. That way, so Friday's video won't really show any progress on any of this stuff, because I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and tape it, and then I will have 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with no video for the holiday weekend, and then I can, get all that stuff cut up and some other sewing I want to do. So I hope that if you're working on your butterfly, that you definitely are getting towards the finish line with it. I hope you're seeing the light. Show us whatever you have done. I think that would be super, super cool. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.